What is going on, guys? It's Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we take a look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including top WWE star now divorced, Ryback canceled, more WWE releases coming, Cody Rhodes doing big business for WWE, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get into our first story. Top WWE star is now divorced. Our top story takes a look at current Raw Tag Team Champion Riddle, who is now officially divorced from Lisa Riddle. Taking to Instagram, Lisa would write, "It's been exactly 1 month since the judge signed the paperwork and our divorce was finalized. The kids and I are enjoying our new adventure and are grateful for everyone that's been by our side through all of this." Fans were first made aware that there were problems between the two back in October of last year when Lisa called out Riddle for moving away from his family. Riddle had tweeted, "I love my life so much, bro. I'm in California tagging with my best bro Randy, and trust me, it doesn't get any better than this, dude." Lisa then replied, "You would say that now that you packed up and moved to Orlando away from your children." This is naturally going to be a difficult time for all parties involved, as Riddle and Lisa have 3 children together. It's unknown if Riddle is going to need time away from WWE programming to deal with this life-altering change, but with Riddle being a focal point of Raw and now SmackDown virtually every week, this could potentially be a huge loss for WWE. Fan confusion over scrapped WWE angle. One of the planned matches at WrestleMania Backlash next weekend is the Bloodline taking on Drew McIntyre and RK Bro in a 6-man tag. This has led to confusion from fans who are questioning what's happened with the unification angle WWE's been telling for the past few weeks. Going into WrestleMania Backlash, the biggest match announced for the show was RK Bro taking on the Usos. This match would see the Raw and SmackDown tag titles become unified. However, this past Friday on SmackDown, in a backstage segment between Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce, Heyman convinced Pearce to change the match. This makes no sense, as it was Reigns who wanted the Usos to compete in the unification match to begin with, and now the storyline has suddenly been scrapped. Have WWE completely abandoned the idea of unifying the tag titles? Or is it possible that WWE believed Reigns needed to wrestle on the show in some capacity, so they consequently created this 6-man tag match virtually out of thin air? It was previously reported by Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer that WWE is intending on having Reigns next defend either the WWE or Universal title when WWE has a stadium show. This would mean that Reigns won't defend the title until Money in the Bank in July. Wrestling fans cancel former WWE superstar. Ever since Ryback departed WWE a number of years ago, he's been rather open with his thoughts on WWE and other real-world events. While this is perfectly fine, Ryback's opinions cross a line, and they are often controversial and sometimes even vulgar in nature. The former Intercontinental Champion took to Twitter yesterday to go on a disgusting rant in relation to WWE Chairman Vince McMahon, and Ryback even had the nerve and audacity to bring up Vince's late mother. Ryback tweeted, "Vince McMahon, like most promoters, has an insatiable urge to have control. He had no control watching his mom get beat up as a child, which is a horrendous thing for a kid to witness, as their whore mom tries to make ends meet. Vince has failed to evolve. Fuck you, old man." It's so crazy how many people are okay with a psycho billionaire toying with innocent people's lives and whoring out a human circus, but can't stand the actual truth of that man's psychological weakness. 48 laws of power. Your clock is ticking, old man. You take nothing with you. Vince's mom passed away in January of this year, so Ryback is clearly trying to upset and get a reaction out of the WWE chairman, but this is simply too far. Wrestling fans were quick to call out Ryback for his disgusting comments, and Ryback once again enjoyed hiding behind the block button. Ringside News exclusively reported a few days ago that those in WWE see Ryback as a risk, and the general consensus on him is that he's a head case. Therefore, it's unlikely that this strange and vulgar behavior will come as a surprise to those in WWE. This morning, Ryback responded to the backlash he was getting from fans in another bizarre tweet which read, "If a man broke into your house and was going to hurt your family, would you just sit there and be positive and loving, or would you do what needed to be done? 6 years of evil that many of you can't see, so it's best not to judge off one thing that needed to be done. The truth will win." It's unclear what this actually means, but it appears as if Ryback still isn't holding back and is refusing to hold himself accountable for his harmful social media antics. More WWE releases coming? This past Friday, WWE released a total 10 names from the NXT roster. Amongst these names were the likes of Dakota Kai, Dexter Lumis, and Malcolm Bivens. However, that may not be the end of WWE cutting down the roster. According to Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there may be more releases coming. Meltzer added that there are rumblings in WWE that those 10 names weren't the only names who WWE are going to part ways with. This has led to a ton of social media speculation from fans wondering who could potentially be cut from the company. There is a lot of concern for those talents not currently being used in a meaningful storyline, and whether WWE simply may decide to cut them loose. Which members of the WWE roster do you reckon could be in serious trouble? Let us know in the comments below. Cancelled plans for fired WWE star. Speaking of the NXT talents who were released this past Friday, Fightful Selective revealed scrapped plans for Malcolm Bivens' main roster debut. According to the report, at one stage Bivens was going to be the brand new manager for Omos. This would have obviously seen Bivens jump from NXT to the main roster to manage the 7-foot star. Bivens decided to pass on the idea as he knew he had no intention of re-signing a new WWE contract and would have rather sat out the rest of his WWE contract in NXT. Before MVP was selected as Omos's manager, there were also calls for LA Knight to be moved up to the main roster to take on the role, but WWE have gone in a slightly different direction for LA. LA looks to be starting a new stable known as Knight Model Management with underutilized talent, but this stable has yet to appear on Raw or SmackDown. There was also another recently released star who was considered for a call-up. This was Dakota Kai, who had a number of main roster dark matches, but these did little to impress Vince McMahon, and he had a lack of interest in bringing her to the main roster. Cody Rhodes' WWE return doing big numbers for WWE. Our final story today takes a look at how well Cody Rhodes' merchandise has been doing since his WWE return. Cody made his grand return a number of weeks ago at WrestleMania 38. Cody defeated Seth Rollins in one of the best matches on the weekend, and some fans even called it the best match of the entire weekend. WWE have released a number of merchandise lines for Cody, and his merchandise is doing unbelievably well. According to Cody, during his appearance on The Bump, he was informed that his t-shirt did John Cena levels during WrestleMania 38 weekend. It's common knowledge that Cena was one of WWE's highest ever merchandise sellers, so this is a monumental achievement for the former AEW executive. This could help WWE in deciding to award Cody either the WWE or Universal title. If they know his merchandise is going to sell, then WWE may feel satisfied in taking one of the world titles off of Reigns and making Cody a world champion. Cody is now set to take on Rollins in a WrestleMania rematch at the WrestleMania Backlash Premium Live event next Sunday. It's unknown what direction WWE will take Cody's character following the Rollins match, but a rivalry with Reigns is certainly a possibility. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time back for some more wrestling content.